Connor, tell me about RSL versus Colorado.
It feels wrong to take this game away from a Colorado hype train conductor,
It
Adam.
does, but I had to move things around, and I really
No, it's
needed
okay.
to talk
Yeah,
about FCC. I just had to.
it's okay. I understand. I agree. He has to talk about SCC. All right, so I feel like most people instinctively are going to say Colorado should win this game, and I agree, 100%. They should win this game. With that being said, the way that all three of us predicted this group going, all the pressure has to be on Colorado because if you don't win this game, that's killer. Because then you automatically have a huge setback, a 3-point setback to what we all expected. And then you got to play catch up in a really tough group with Minnesota and SKC in it. So if RSL and Colorado realize this, RSL has to go out there knowing that there's no pressure on them, that the expectations are on Colorado to perform here. And if RSL don't perform, it's just what we expected. Nothing happens really. But if they outperform what they expected, then that's great. So there's no loss for them here. And I think that's the way they got to go into this game. So the big players for me, for RSL, I'm looking at Rusnak and Krylak. So Albert Rusnak, obviously, somewhat recently burst onto the MLS scene as one of the best attacking players in the league and helped RSL to get to third last year. Third in the Western Conference for this team. That's crazy. You what the hell did I write here? I think that if the talent isn't around him, it's a question of can he take over the game by himself and lead this RSL attack? Because I don't know if I fully trust the guys that are around him to get it done, and I don't know if he could do it on his own. So that's where my question marks come into the attack and what he can do. But we'll see. He obviously has proven that he has the talent to do it. If he could do it again, that's fantastic for RSL, and he's going to be their star man. Now, Damir Krylak, he is a veteran in the team, and I think that he's going to have to be a leader and a big player for them no matter where they play him on the field, whether that's striker or in a more central or defensive midfield position. I think that he has to be performing and leading and setting an example for these guys, kind of grouping the team together, getting them to play the way that they're supposed to play. And if he doesn't do that job, then there's a chance that this can go very wrong for RSL. But again, like I said, no pressure on them. They should just be going out there, playing the best that they can, trying to snatch points away from teams. Then on the Colorado side, my players to watch are Nomley and Price. So Eunice Nomley, I think, is a great attacking player for Colorado in the beginning of the season, especially in that Orlando game, where he carved up that defense and scored the opening goal in that game. And I don't think he's like a big name in the league, at least not yet, but he definitely can perform in Orlando. And I think if he does this, he could be a great difference maker for them in attack. And then Jack Price, I think, has quietly become one of the best midfielders in the league. And I think he's going to be super important for Colorado, both in the defensive sense and the attacking sense. And I think that attacking wise, he can make up for some players that aren't performing. And then defensively, he can obviously get away with some mistakes by having a veteran like Drew Moore behind him. But I still think that he's going to be needed defensively to really shore up things in the back line and give them extra protection. So with that being said, and even though the pressure's on Colorado, I do think they'll deliver in a close 2-1 win.
All right. I don't disagree. I think everything in there was decent shout. Man, after RSL dumped every player that they had on the attacking third, I have no faith in them. But you're right. Anything can happen.